Come on, Kenny.
Mm, mm, mm. Welcome back to another episode of Two Joes and the Pro. As always, you got your guys Kenny, Ryan, and Brian. It is episode 100, and as you know, we normally try to keep it cordial here, but we got our drinks up. So before we get started, my guys, put our drinks up. You know, episode
Tequila.
100.
It's not.
Yeah,
I want to make sure
what's your
people
drink of?
don't think.
What's your drink of choice? What are you drinking?
I've got Don Julio
Ooh, Brian.
Yeah,
PBR.
classic, bro. That's the
A
way to go.
PBR. You know me. I'm.
What do you have?
This ain't Hennessy.
Okay, I was gonna say
Is it
if
This,
cognac?
this
if
is
the,
cognac, but it's Martell. It's not Hennessy. You
oh
know?
my god, we are so typical.
Boom.
I got tequila.
Yeah.
Ryan's got some redneck shit, and Kenny's got
So,
cognac.
oh, I
That
thought you
wasn't
said-
planned. That wasn't planned.
Yeah,
we did not
seriously.
plan that.
That's just how it is.
that's it, man.
All right.
So my guys are. Let me toast that real quick. Get a little drink. Let me get a little. Ooh. A little spicy. Ugh. Anyway, my guys, I appreciate you guys. It feels like yesterday we started, we were like all choppy, and I was like, "Hey guys," and now we're just fluid. We're like water, all right?
Yeah, we've come
We
a
like-
long way.
We were syrup before, and now we're water. All right. All right. Anyway, let's get straight into it, man, because we're going to do a mock draft today. So I need to be quick, fast, in a hurry. So let's get straight to it. Only thing I need to touch on NBA, they got some stuff going on. Doesn't matter right now. It's so far down the road. The most important thing right now, any sport, is college football. College football is the most important thing ever. So with that being said, the only big news we have is everybody and their mom is switching conferences. It's getting the Pac-12 is no longer pretty much. I think the only two teams left in the Pac-12 is Washington State, Cal, and Stanford. And I knew Cal and Stanford was trying to go to the ACC, but that looks like it's probably not happening. So let me just touch on everybody is moving, right? So next year in the SEC, you have Oklahoma and Texas joining. And then in the Big Ten, you have Oregon, USC, UCLA, and Washington joining. And then nobody joining the Big 12. Everybody's leaving. Arizona State, Colorado, Oregon, SoCal, UCLA, Utah, and Washington. The Big 12, they're getting some additions with BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. So everybody in the AAC is pretty much just coming over to the Big 12. Then also in 2024, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah are joining in 2024. So
Why don't they just simplify it?
I don't
Just
know,
get
but
rid of them and
it-
just
before it was like you want to keep things in the region, but now you're going to start to see jet lag on a lot of players, right? If you're a player that is going to the Big Ten, right? Oregon, UCLA, USC, and Washington, like think about those trips, guys coming from Rutgers, Penn State, like that's a long flight, man. So
they
you're
don't
gonna-
got to get to class the next morning. What does it matter?
but they're gonna have to get there on Wednesday and get adjusted and get acclimated in order to do that on both sides. So that AAC, that is pretty much shit in the bed. We have Charlotte, FAU, North Texas, Rice, UAB, and UTSA. So everybody that was in the Sun Belt and those conferences just moved up. UCF, Cincinnati, and Houston's leaving, which it sucks because now our conference, the AAC, looks even worse. And then Sun Belt, Conference USA doesn't really matter. There's a lot of D1 AA teams is coming up. Who else? That's pretty much it. The AAC, they denied, or Florida State and Clemson, I want to say, denied Cal and Stanford because they're trying to get more revenue. And they were like, Stanford and Cal does nothing to us. They don't help us in any way. Like no sport, maybe in swimming or track, but other than that, they're trash. So that's all I have for college football. It's getting exciting. It's a lot of games I've kind of been looking up to see where I'm going to go this year. I'm trying to catch an Alabama game. I'm probably going to try to go to a Georgia game. I'm trying to go to the Georgia-Florida game. I think that would be pretty exciting. So yeah, that's all I got.
Sweet.
All right, baseball, real quick. Just quick update. The Angels are dead, man. They have been playing terrible ball, and they went and invested money into that team, trying to win some games, trying to get to the playoffs to hopefully, convince Shohei Ohtani to stay. And it has completely backfired on them. They're now 8 games outside of the wild card. They're done. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that. Do you guys think they made a huge mistake? I mean,
Huge mistake as far as what?
not trading Shohei. Like, they should have, in my opinion, traded everybody.
I
Blow it up.
I don't think they made a mistake because for a little bit they were trying to make something happen. But I think right now a lot of the wild card teams are turning it on, right? Like a lot of wild card teams are trying to turn it on and get things going. So it kind of messes it up for them. But I don't know why would you trade Shohei. You're trying to get the most bang out of your buck. You trying to still have people fill the seats because if he leaves, then the stadium is going to be completely empty.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
I get that, but he's gonna be gone next year, most likely,
But
and they don't get anything.
what were you really going to get for him? That was worth it.
I mean, nothing
People-
that's worth it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People have the leverage. You have no leverage. So they're like, okay, you give him to us, undervalue. If you try to get for something over, then guess what? We'll just wait till after the season. Like, too easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just their plan has just completely backfired on them. The Yankees, they're done. I just don't want to talk about them anymore.
Shh.
They are 6.5 back. They are getting their breaks beat off them recently. Lost
Yeah.
5 of the last 6, I believe.
I don't know who's out there.
Just bad baseball all around.
Can't be the soul.
No. I mean, if you can't even stay ahead of the Red Sox, you're not doing good.
You make it seem like the Red Sox are garbage.
They're not very good, bro.
You always say that.
No. They've been bad since they won the World Series, basically, in 2018. Ever since then, it's just been downhill.
So why do you keep making me bet on them?
I didn't make you bet on anything.
Okay.
The bets I put out tonight did not involve the Red Sox.
They involve the Yankees and the Red Sox on my parlay, and that's why I'm losing.
That's what happens when that's what happens when you go out on your own like that, Kenny. You don't listen to the baseball expert.
Oh wow, self-proclaimed baseball expert. You heard it here first.
Hey, 100th
Okay.
episode, you gotta come out with fire.
Yeah, okay. Never know who's listening. Maybe that, give you some brownie points or something.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Who else I want to talk about? Yeah, so the Padres have made up a little bit of ground. I think the last time we talked, they were about 7 games back. Now they're only 5.5. Their bats have been waking up. If they can get consistent pitching, and actually their bullpen actually like hold on to games, I still see them making the playoffs. I'm holding out hope.
I'm
we'll
not.
see.
But okay.
You done? You done with them?
Yeah, man. I watch them, and of course, I continue to bet on them. But I don't even want to get my hopes up. So
I know.
what I should do instead of just betting them, I should just put on for them to win the World Series
I already did that.
Yeah, there you go.
on the Padres.
Yeah, I did that before the season started.
Before you knew who they were.
Yeah, before I realized that they're not that good. That's why I'm holding out hope.
Okay.
So, and then one thing I forgot to mention last week, because I just didn't want to talk about baseball last week, but did you all see what happened to that Orioles broadcaster? How he was...
No.
So he basically was just going on explaining the stats that the Orioles have had against the Rays in the last like 2 seasons or 2 or 3 seasons, and how they basically have won almost no games against the Rays, and they perform pitifully. Anyways, the Orioles actually suspended him for his comments,
For stating facts.
for stating facts, and it was just wild. I didn't know if you guys had caught that, but he's been reinstated. There was fans actually chanting during an Orioles game to they were chanting free whatever his name is. I don't have it in front of me. So, but yeah, I just thought that was kind of interesting that a team would silence their own announcer for stating actual facts, statistics. Sorry that you guys have sucked the last couple of years, but
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
So, anyways,
That's how exciting baseball is.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, that's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing much.
Cool. Are we doing football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you get started, like with real things, how do you say Colin Cowherd?
Coward.
Coward.
Yes.
Colin
This guy.
Cowherd, right? How about
He's clickbait, but let's hear.
yeah, he's clickbait. How about him talking about guys that are not going to win a Super Bowl, right, or make it to the Super Bowl, right? Was it make it to the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl? Or
I think it was win or
over the
it was-
past decade, who can't win a Super Bowl? That's what I think it was. How the hell do you mess up and put Dwayne Haskins' names on there?
I think.
Wait, he
what
put his
happened-
name on there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
there's a
popped up. He's like,
list.
and he said, yeah, Dwayne Haskins, he won't make the Super Bowl.
No,
So,
he did.
Yes.
It's
This guy.
Like, what?
is
I
an
mean-
idiot.
a fact.
It
He
is a
will not
fact,
make
that
but
Super
like,
I don't think it's a fact. You have to drive that point home. You know what I mean? Like, we get it.
Dang.
okay. But I just
Were
thought
they
it was
talking
crazy.
about like first round picks?
They were talking. Yes, it was. It was all.
Yeah.
It was any quarterback that had been drafted in the first round or first couple rounds. something
So
like
whoever quality control is, they just listed
They messed it
all
up.
the first round picks and they forgot to take his name. off.
Yeah, they had
Yes.
EJ Manuel on there.
that. But the fact of the matter that
Oh,
he
wow.
still said
Read
it.
it
He read it.
and didn't say, "Oh, that was."
He
a
should
typo.
have read it and just realized instantaneously, oh, I probably shouldn't read this off out loud. Like, I'm just gonna skip
or
over
said,
it.
"That's a typo." I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Instead
Did
of
he
like,
did he do a public apology afterwards?
I have not.
haven't seen anything.
I haven't followed up on it. It's just wild that
He
even
won't.
happened. I mean, yeah, it was
Whatever.
insensitive a little bit, you know.
Well,
yeah,
he's on Fox, so what do you want from him?
I don't know, bro.
I'm just kidding.
That shit's really.
All right. What do we got going on? Preseason football is like
Zeke?
20 something days away. Oh, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Anthony Richardson's going to be the starter for the Colts. So
Shocker.
he started 12 games.
That is a shocker, bro.
It
You look
is-
trash
it
in
is.
preseason. No offense, all my people in games with us watching. No offense. I'm just saying, he didn't look good.
He
Taking with
didn't
the
look
fourth
great.
pick.
He didn't look great. They took him real high. He started, but you know what? He's only played 12 games in college. They just need to get him on the field. They know they're going to be trash. Just get him out there. The
Why
team
if
is going to
he-
be garbage.
Even if he plays well, the rest of the team is not very good. Like, they know they have a rebuild year.
Oh, okay. So since we're on this topic, I didn't want to get it started, but I'm about to get
Oh,
it started
God.
because I could have sworn I told y'all that Jonathan Taylor wasn't going to be it, and y'all
That
looked up
has-
at me and said, "It had what?"
Dude, bad teams can have good running backs.
He is not,
Well,
bro.
Jonathan Taylor will not have a good year.
I-
I'll give it to you, Kenny.
Thank
This
you.
year he will not.
Thank
Well, this
you.
year's different.
I'm
Last
not
year,
talking about next year. I'm talking about this year.
yeah, I agree with you this year because I think there's a stat out there where it's highly unlikely for running backs to have a good season with a rookie quarterback. It's just not common.
I just want to hear Brian say, "Kenny, you're right." That's all.
No.
And so Jonathan,
Nah.
speaking of Jonathan Taylor, he did show up to training camp. He's at camp.
Not
He's,
right now.
He came off the pup, and then he immediately because he was on the pup for injury, but then he came back, and now they're like, oh, he's 100% healthy, so he's back. He came for like one practice, two practices. Now he's out again for a personal matter. So he's got something personal going on, or it's just another excuse for him to be away from and not have to get fined. But it's an excused absence from camp. In addition, J.K. Dobbins also showed up to camp. So that those two running backs can't hold out. It's not going to happen anymore. It's the days of Le'Veon Bell holding out for the whole season is not going to happen. They're going to lose too much money. They're going to be a year older, and they're never going to recoup that money. So right now, unless they renegotiate the CBA, the teams, when it comes to the running back position, the franchises, the teams have all the leverage, and the quarterbacks or the running backs have zero leverage. Let's do a shout out here real quick. This is real sad, but Alex Collins, he played running back for the Seahawks and the Ravens for a little while. But I remember I drafted him a couple of times, and I love this man. He like ran so hard. He was he was a hard runner, but he died in a motorcycle accident. So that's real sad.
Yeah.
He was 28 years old. That just like when I think about Alex Collins, I'm like, oh man, he's probably like in his 30s because I had him on my fantasy team like 3 years ago.
I didn't know he was that young.
Yeah,
I thought he was the same age as me. I didn't know he was young like that. But condolences to his family for sure.
Yep. Big into bigger news. Zeke and Dalvin Cook both signed. Zeke signs a deal worth up to $6 million. Brian can break down the numbers for you. He signs with the Patriots. Brian, what are the real numbers that Zeke's actually going to make this year?
He got $1 million signing bonus. He's got a $3 million base salary, which that's his game checks. So every game he plays, divide that into 17 games. That's what he's going to get. If he don't play, I'm not sure if there's injury restrictions in there or whatever. But anyways, and then he has $2 million. That is incentives, which he'll never reach because they'll make sure that he never gets there. Unless Stevenson gets hurt for a significant amount of time.
He will be the best running back on y'all team.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling you right now, bro. They said he dropped weight and he put that 15 jersey back on.
Yeah, no.
He's going to be in his bag.
But Stevenson's really good. Like,
I'm not saying Stevenson's not good. But what I'm telling you is when a man's on a mission – and his back against the wall, and that's all he got left, he's going to come out fucking swinging, bro.
Well, hey, I'll love it.
He's like a better version of that year you guys had LeGarrette Blount. I think he's going to have over 10 touchdowns.
I think that I think not only does it make Stevenson even better because now it spells him and he can be himself and doesn't have to worry about all that pressure, but both of them together, it makes the Patriots pretty deadly. Because you got
on the ground,
but I'm saying on the ground it's going to help out Mac Jones even more with them shitty ass receivers that y'all got. It's still going to help him, right?
Yo, don't talk about Devontae Parker like that.
Don't do Juju like that.
I'm saying
I don't like Juju. Juju's there. I forget Juju's there
because he's hurt already.
Dog.
Hey, did you know that? So I thought T.J. Hawkinson was like actually injured because he's not at camp right now. It's an ear infection.
Hey, that shit hurts.
Who gets an ear? I'm sure, but I thought it was like contract related because he is close to like looking for money right now.
He don't need to look for shit. He need to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Shit. And then Dalvin Cook signs with the Jets. His deal is $8.6 million. Dalvin Cook last year when he was on the field was still good. He still got gas left in the tank.
Bro, he that's another thing where Breece Hall, coming back, don't have to worry about putting all the workload on him. He can come and be a Swiss Army knife. That's Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, but a better version.
Yeah.
A better version.
Well,
like
Dalvin Cook showed up for his first practice and magically Breece Hall was like, I'm good to go. He came off the PUP, so he's back at practice in full. Yeah. Salah said he should be ready for week 1.
He knows
of the season.
Don't give Dalvin Cook too much time because if you let him be the one workhorse, it's gonna get ugly. Don't let him get it. All them guys. Only person that I don't think is going to do anything if they come back is Josh Jacobs. I know he ain't going to do shit. He's sitting at the couch. He's sitting on the couch. He's going to come back and stink it up.
He's going to be out of shape.
He's going to be Leonard Fournette.
That's fucked up.
I'm telling you.
I think that's all I got. I mean, I texted this to Brian earlier because I'm just, I'm all over the Giants news. But, they're probably going to start 2 cornerbacks this year, 2 rookie corners. this year, and they're talking about putting Adoree Jackson in the nickel to cover the slot, and then having Trey Hawkins, our 6th-round pick, who's showed out during training camp at the number 2 corner, and then Deonte Banks at the other end, which would be interesting. It's just uncommon.
But I like it though. They both have some dogs in them when you look at the tape, and they both can run. At corner in today's day, you need somebody that can run, and I think Adoree Jackson is a gambler, and you don't need that. The nickel, he can gamble and kind of get hitting a little bit and get away with it. So I think that works perfect for him.
What people don't understand is that like nowadays, teams are in like 11 personnel, like 60 to 80% of the time. So you're in that nickel defense more than half the time. So like that third cornerback is basically a starter at that point. Yeah. So he needs to be the best player. He's the best corner we have.
Yeah, and you need that flexibility, right? Adoree, he can do a lot. Like majority of those guys that's playing that nickel or playing the outside linebacker kind of star role, they are versatile. They can get in the box and get out. And Adoree is not a big guy, but what I'm saying, he can play a lot of different positions. You can roll him back. He can go to free safety. He can go to strong safety and fill in sometimes and do things like that. So I think it's a good piece.
Yeah. And then Treylon Burks, he left with an injury today. He's out for multiple weeks with an LCL sprain. I don't know what an LCL is, but it doesn't seem good.
Yeah, you don't know what LCL is?
It's part of your knee.
I mean, I'm sure it's in your knee, but I don't know like where.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's your knee to the outside part, so it helps with the lateral movement, of course. But I thought he tore it.
No, it says sprain. At least this update does.
It's not that bad though. If ACL, PCL, then you got something to worry about. But LCL, MCL, you can come back in a couple of weeks, put a brace on, you'll be all right.
All right. Well, we'll see. He needs to be healthy for that team. To be honest, I like the Titans this year. However, because their division's not that great.
I'm about to say. where you like the Titans at?
It's Derrick Henry's team, but I don't like the receiving options. Like in terms of fantasy, like even D-Hop. I love D-Hop, but he needs like a 30% target share because they're not going to throw the ball a ton. They just don't. Tannehill's not going to throw the ball a lot. And Will Levis is apparently.
So why do you like him?
I don't. I don't like their receiving options. I like Derrick Henry, and then that's it.
Okay. Will Levis didn't look too good, but he's going to be all right.
He's number 3 on the list.
So he'll be all right. Tannehill get hurt. What's his name? Won't do too well. He'll get in there. He'll make it in by the end of the season.
All right.
Let's get to the mock draft.
We're doing a fantasy football mock draft. I am so pumped for this. So hold on. Let me make sure I don't have a time set here.
While Ryan is doing that, we're doing a mock draft. The mock draft, we're all in the positions that we are for our fantasy league. We'll pick on some teams, or make our picks, and then I'm pretty sure Ryan and Brian will have some insight to drop knowledge on my picks because I always pick wrong in their eyes.
That's not true. I like your draft last year was good. I've come around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, all right. Ryan is actually probably more on board with your type of drafting now
because he knows.
I'm ready to go this year.
Diamond doesn't run it back.
It's because there's no more bell cows.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, so what I will say, this is what you need to learn in fantasy football. You cannot take your biases from the years before. You have to be willing to change and adapt and move on. Like there's times where I hated drafting Keenan Allen because I kept thinking he was going to get hurt, and then I drafted him and he got hurt. So like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time you have to like understand and give people a second chance and move on.
I would tell everybody that's doing their fantasy draft as we get started, stop worrying about the worst case, right? Think about the best case and call it a day. You can't account for injuries unless you're me and you call it out. You can't account for injuries, right? So
the only time I account for injuries is if I like more than one guy at that spot.
Yeah.
Then if one of them happens to have a little more injury concern, I might go with the other guy.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, you starting there?
All right. So anyone that's in our league, please leave YouTube right now. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna get some insight into basically how we're gonna draft. All right, let me
Not
see if I
really.
can.
I can switch it up. I'm not
Yeah,
putting my eggs and potatoes out here.
Boom. How's that look?
That looks.
All right.
I might even pay attention to that, but
All right, you don't have to. It's on your phone.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's a 12-team PPR. We're doing 13 rounds. It's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, and 2 flex positions, and then I think like 4 or 5 bench players. Towards the end, we could just kind of talk about throwing people into the wind. I don't play with kickers anymore. If I'm in a league that has kickers, I try and convince them to kick the kickers out. I'd rather be out of defenses too, but I get it.
Defenses aren't even in here.
Oh yeah, I didn't include defenses for the sake of drafting.
Defense
Just
is
because who
basically
wants
your
to
last-
see?
That's your last pick. It should be.
Yeah, at the end of the day, unless you're drafting like the 49ers defense or even the Jets defense based on like some of their scheduling in the beginning, I would take the 49ers and then every other team I just whatever that week 1, week 2 matchup is and then set it and forget it.
all
All
let's
right.
do it.
You ready? Start. Are you sure you want to start? Yeah, hell yeah.
Damn.
Oh, look
Can
at
you
that.
turn
This
the
would
effects off?
Are they stupid? Y'all letting it get. Y'all let Justin Jefferson fall to me.
Okay, so first pick went Jamar Chase. Eckler went second. So this likes to add some variables in there. Jefferson went third to Kenny.
For
Brian
sure.
took like an automatic pick with CMC.
Easy.
And then Tyreek Hill, and then it goes to me. I'm going to be honest. I was taking Tyreek Hill.
Because like at the end of the day, it was either I was going to take Jefferson or Brian was going to take Jefferson. Like, because I was going to take CMC. The fact that they fell, I don't know what the computers think, but the fact they fell there is like weird to me. I'll take all day.
Honestly, I feel like I know who you're gonna take.
Who, me?
For me?
No, Ryan, yeah.
So at this position, I'm just
Saquon. Come on,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
take the homer pick and just take Saquon.
Saquon, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Bijan. I can't believe that.
Yeah, Bijan's going way too high in my opinion.
Bijan, the number 9 over AJ Brown, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs. Stop it, bro. Nick Chubb, Bijan over Nick Chubb. Golly, that's terrible.
Let me just extend this a little bit more. All right, so after me, it went Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce. He's going in the first round in every single draft I've been seeing. Yeah, Bijan went 9, AJ Brown 10, Devontae Adams 11, Diggs 12. Then it turned around and they took CeeDee Lamb. The 12th team took CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nick Chubb, Patrick Mahomes, Garrett Wilson, Jonathan Taylor, and then I am back on the clock. Looking at receivers, I like some of them, but I already explained I like Derrick Henry, and I'm taking Derrick Henry there. I don't want to start a draft like this. I'm going to be honest with you.
Derrick Henry? And you got Saquon and Derrick Henry. That's pretty good. I like that. Ooh.
So Josh Allen goes right after, and then Brian takes Olave.
Ooh, comes to me. What we're doing? Barbecue and mildew.
Brian, why'd you take Olave?
I just like him a lot, and you brought this up before on the show that Derek Carr will produce a top wide receiver. So, and Michael Thomas, nobody can rely on him. So to be healthy.
What do I want? Man, this shit's hard.
I hate in this year. Don't worry. I'll fill in the talking so you can sit there and think, Kenny. The reason why I like drafting a receiver in the first round because I wanted Tyreek Hill and I would have taken Cooper Kupp, but I didn't feel like taking another. I didn't feel like taking the chance on Cooper. But I like it because this turn right here, round 3 and 4, I like the running backs that are in this spot a lot. So Kenny took Waddle. What are your thoughts on Waddle? I like Waddle. Isn't he injured right now, though?
Yeah, he is. He's injured.
Bro, I'm not worried about that shit. It's camp.
All right. Waddle goes, and then Josh Jacobs, who's not on the team apparently,
Oh my god.
or he's not at the team. Devonta Smith goes with the first 2.12, and then Mark Andrews, who's going in the third round everywhere, which kind of sucks. I would have considered Mark Andrews if he slid to me, which I don't think he would have got past Brian. Then Tony Pollard, Calvin Ridley. Look at that, Kenny. I'm high. I'm high on Calvin.
I'm high on Calvin Ridley, dog. Listen, I know y'all like, hey, when you gonna get it back? Listen, I don't even care about the boy right now. I do not
just say.
I don't know. He just said it.
I do not care about them right now. Najee Harris, Brian
You
Cook.
have 3 receivers, no
And
running backs. I love it when Kenny's drafting. Like I get the running backs that I want because you aren't taking them.
Take them.
I will.
I still like DK. I took DK with my third pick because he's going to be my wide receiver 1. I think Geno's still going to have a decent year. They're going to throw the ball a ton.
Jalen Hurts, Travis Etienne, then it's Breece Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, Keenan Allen, then Joe Burrow. Then to start the 4th round on the 12th spot, Jahmyr Gibbs, TJ Hawkinson, Debo Samuels, Aaron Jones, Kenneth Walker, DJ Moore, and then Ryan.
And then I'm back on the clock. I'm real mad that Gibbs wasn't there, even though I already have 2 running backs. I think he's going to be a home run guy this year for the Lions. I think him and Montgomery are both going to be really good players for that team. And Gibbs only needs 150 carries and like 70, 80 targets out of the backfield, and he's going to be good.
Please choose, because I can't wait for Brian to like give me a layup, please.
Why? I'm gonna leave your boy Lamar there for you, Kenny. Come on.
All right, so here I am with another wide receiver. I'm going to take Amari Cooper. You guys know all my feelings about that already.
That was a good pick. I like that.
I'm high on Deshaun Watson.
Me too. I like that pick.
I'm hanging out balance right now with 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers.
Yeah. Make it hard for him. Make it hard for him.
And you know what we can do after this? We'll post the teams.
Give me that.
And see who.
Give me that.
Oh, Brian took Jerry Jeudy. So I'm expecting
very high on Jerry Jeudy.
Okay.
He's a big target for me this year. I think the Broncos are going to be really good and could actually win their division. So they already had the defense. If they can just get Russell Wilson right, and they have good weapons, decent weapons. They have a good running game. Like, I think they could be really good. I really do.
My fear is Russell Wilson. He looked broken last year.
Oh my god!
I know, but I think that's because that guy's a bum ass coach.
I'm saucing y'all ass right now. Y'all tripping. I'm saucing y'all right now.
All right, Kenny took Dalvin Cook last round, and then he turned around and took David Montgomery. Those are his 2 running backs.
I'll tell you this right now, though, because I'm really not paying attention. Dalvin Cook's going to shoot up people's rankings. You're never going to get him in the fourth round.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you are. He's not going to go that high.
I think he's going to go higher.
Okay.
I don't think so. I'd be surprised. I'd be really surprised. I'm surprised you passed up someone like Miles Sanders.
Bro, I don't not
J.K. Dobbins.
I do not believe in none of them boys. Him, only person I was consider is Kamara, but he's suspended. Cam Akers, come on, not happening. James Conner, trash. White, trash. Pacheco, he's not gonna have another season like he did before. Williams, I did like Williams, but I wasn't really looking at it. I like Dalvin Cook more. I like the opportunity more there. But I'm telling you right now, you guys were getting sauced up. Y'all getting sauced up with the receivers, with the running back. Ew. Justin Jefferson, Waddle, Calvin Ridley, then Dalvin Cook and David Montgomery. Both of them guys gonna get spoiled, but they're gonna get the end zone. Oh man,
dude, Brian, I could see the smoke coming out of his ears. He doesn't know what he wants to do.
That boy frying right now.
This is just a mock, and I can't handle it.
That boy frying right now. He wants to take a running back so bad.
No.
He don't know who to take. He doesn't know who to take.
No,
Now
I
you
know
think
what
about
he's
quarterback.
I'm debating on Fields.
He's fallen pretty far. This
I
is
like Fields.
Don't worry, because I'm going to take him.
But I'm not going to go quarterback right now. I think I can get better value later.
Okay, we going to see. I got high hopes for you, man. We going to see.
I'm going to take Scary Terry. No matter who his quarterback is, the guy always puts up numbers. So
That's true, too. That
so.
is very true.
So I am gonna take Justin Fields here.
Yeah.
I think that he doesn't need to be a prolific passer to be good. He just needs to run the ball, and they need to let him do it. And he was 3 for 3. I mean, don't worry, most of his plays were screen passes, but he was like 3 for 3, and he had
Bro, he's
like 2
gonna throw.
touchdowns.
He's gonna throw.
He played really well.
George Kittle's taken off the board. Drake London after Justin Fields picked by Ryan. Then Miles Sanders, Kyle Pitts, J.K. Dobbins, Trevor Lawrence, Alexander Madison, Christian Watson in the 5th round.
fuck you, Ryan.
Mike Williams, DeAndre
You
Swift,
are.
Brennan Ayuk,
I knew he
Cam
was gonna do it.
Akers, Alvin
God damn.
Kamara, Darren Waller. I know that hurt your heart. Darren
Yeah,
Waller.
that's my big target for tight end. I told you this guy this last week, man, when we did tight ends.
Yep.
I think Darren Waller.
Well,
good.
if anyone is on some preseason hype, Darren Waller is the guy to follow. He has been nothing but hyped up in the Giants camp.
At the preseason, I saw him and I was like, he runs weird.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about it. He's like huge. The dude is enormous.
No, he is. He's tall as fuck for sure.
But yeah, I had to take him. I didn't want to take a quarterback tight end right away, but I love the value of Justin Fields in the 5th round. He's never going to go that far down in a draft. I was surprised he was still there, but so I had to take him in the 5th, and then I turned around and took Waller because I knew that Brian was going to take him. He'd have 2 picks before I pick again.
I was
So
absolutely taking him.
I know your league mates when you're playing against other people, because that definitely depends on who you're gonna draft.
I know who I'm taking. Come on, Brian.
Like-
Take him all damn day.
Like Kenny's sitting here with 3 receivers, 2 running backs. Brian's got 2 running backs, 3 receivers. Same thing, just in a little bit reversed order.
Yeah, he's on my
However,
ass.
Yeah, so like you guys are basically doing the same thing. So this is an interesting pick right here because you guys could potentially both be looking at the same positions.
Yeah,
So,
but the only
this is
issue
gonna be
is
great.
that he's not looking at what I'm looking at, and it kind of come back around to me. So make your next move your best move because I get 2 more, partner.
Okay. I think I have.
He's sweating. Hey, you
He's
got
taking
the pick 6.9. That's fun.
Ooh, I like that one.
Okay, so Brian took Jackson Smith and Jigba. Tell us
matter.
about it, buddy.
I mean, what's there to know, man? I think he's going to be a great weapon.
I think he's going to be a great weapon too, but he is the number 3 on that team. Like
For now, somebody's going to get hurt.
Lockett was good last year, and Lockett doesn't get hurt. Every time he catches the ball, he slides on the ground. Like he never gets hurt. He's going to get injured this year. And I like Kenny's pick of Deontay Johnson. Deontay was targeted hella a lot. This is PPR, so he's more valuable in leagues like this, and he was targeted a ton last year. And they're only going to get better. And I think last year he had 0 touchdowns. Deontay had 0 touchdowns. He's not ending the season with 0 touchdowns this year. So if he gets more touchdowns, he's gonna be a good pick. So I like that value right there, Kenny.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and make my next move my best move. Boom. Boom.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
He loves Deshaun Watson.
Wait.
Passed up his boy Tua. He passed up Dak Prescott. He goes with Deshaun Watson.
Massage me.
All right, Brian's on the clock, and then I'm soon up.
He's sweating. He don't know what to do.
Brian goes with Rashad White. He adds another running back to the mix.
What? You realize Tampa has a really good offensive line?
Bro,
They're going to run the ball a little bit.
he's not good.
It don't matter. It's opportunity.
Okay.
Who's going to take that role from him?
They're gonna split. He's not gonna be the sole purpose.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm really torn between two players. I'm looking at the running back position. It's basically a miracle of what Javonte Williams is doing. He tore his ACL last year, like later in the year, and he's talking about being ready. He's going to play in the preseason game this week. Yeah. So he's already getting out there. I think he's a good running back.
Bro, it was week 4. Don't give him too much credit.
No, I think it was later in the year.
Nah, it's week 4.
No way.
Week 4.
Either way, that's still impressive.
No, it's not.
But I'm going with Javonte Williams here. I think it's a value pick. I think Broncos will be a little bit better on offense. The other pick I was deciding between was him and James Cook. I think that James Cook is going to be a difference maker in Buffalo. But I'll go with Javonte.
Evan Ingram. Whose guys I like? I like the Evan. No, I don't like that. I like Christian Kirk pick. I think Mike Evans is not going to have a good year this year. George Pickens I'm high up on him. I like Pat Freiermuth. That was going to be my tight end I was going to take, but it's all good. What do y'all think about Jahan Dotson? Everybody keeps speaking highly on him.
It really just depends on the on what their offensive coordinator does. Bellamy or whatever. They're gonna throw the ball a little bit more this year.
Yeah. So
I think that he could be good.
I think he's going to make somehow play a lot better. I think, and I was saying I was talking trash on him, but after watching Jordan Addison, I like him. I like how he run routes. He gets open. You could tell he got a little Justin Jefferson in him already. Like, not taking too much contact, finding the soft zones in defense. I think that's an excellent pick. That's going to be a sleeper that people are going to follow. Did not pay attention to.
Man, I am just baffled right now. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to go with a receiver here. I've heard good things out of camp for Cortland Sutton, but I am not a Cortland Sutton fan. I'd rather claw my eyes out. But I'm going to go with my boy Zay Flowers because I like him so much and I want him on my team.
Oh, man. I was talking all that smack, and y'all was like, Kenny, I ain't listen to that. Then you go watch him, and now you're a believer.
Oh, I'm a believer. I love that man.
That man is different, bro. He's different. Brian, you took Jamal Williams?
He took that pick quick.
It's quick.
Boom. I was waiting on it.
I would wait for that one. Zeke me. Can't wait. Ooh, they got a quarterback already? Yeah.
Kenny goes with Zeke. Traylon Burks goes 8-11. 8-12 goes A.J. Dillon. Quentin Johnson goes 9-1. I'm sure Kenny was mad about that. 9-2 goes Kadarius Toney, who's going to go straight into your IR slot, which apparently he said he's going to be ready for week 1. Hopefully they don't let him practice until week 1, and then he should be good to play in the game. But if he gets on the practice field before week 1, he's going to get injured. OBJ.
Come on now. Come on now.
Kenny's average age on his team is like 31.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. The old heads.
He got the old heads. Brian's on the clock. This is where he still doesn't have a tight end or a running back on his team. Saying Kenny, quarterback or a tight end, yeah.
I'm good, bro. I'll tell you what my tight end is.
The quarterbacks at the top of the list are Tua, which is basically a non-starter for Brian. Someone like Anthony Richardson.
A non-starter.
Aaron Rodgers is there. Kirk Cousins. Geno's a sneaky nice pick. A lot of people are going to take him later on in drafts. He's going to be like one of the last quarterbacks taken, and he's going to be good.
You're not going to know who my dark horse is. Wait till it comes back to me.
Can't wait. Brian's really struggling.
He is.
He talked all that shit about Michael Thomas, and now he's considering taking him.
He is. No, and he talked all that smack about, hey, Kenny, I like being behind Kenny because I could just get all the running backs, get all the picks, and now I look at you.
Well, he wants to take Juju, but he doesn't want to be a homer, and he hates Juju Smith.
I don't like Juju Smith at all. He's not even going to be healthy. There's no point in taking Juju Smith-Schuster. He's
All
going
right,
to
make
get you
your
about
pick,
5
buddy.
games.
Did you make a pick?
You
I'm
didn't.
about to. I'm going to take...
You're nervous.
You know, at this point in the draft, it's time to take a chance. So, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance on this guy. Let's go.
On A-Chain. You know, all the hype has been about the Miami running backs, and Devon A-Chain's at the front of that hype. I think
He fast as
that it's-
shit. Don't get me wrong.
he is fast, but at the end of the day, it's probably going to be Jeff Wilson who's going to lead that backfield.
Until he gets hurt. I mean,
Yeah,
Jeff Wilson's
Maybe.
never survived a season.
Man, how do I get back to that fantasy joint? I just fucked that up.
So I let the quarterbacks go. Just that's why I'm gonna wait on quarterback now, because I'm at the point in the draft where there's a lot of quarterbacks grouped together. They're gonna be solid, and you just have to decide which one you like the most.
So at this point in the draft, I took Khalil Herbert because I like the value of getting I'm pretty sure he's the starting running back in Chicago right now, like in terms of depth chart.
I
So
was
getting a
debating
starting,
between him and a chain.
yeah.
But I
So,
don't
yeah,
think that there's a lot of running opportunity for Chicago. That's the only problem.
You're 100% right.
Bro.
So like with these later picks, you want to take players that are boom or bust. So Brian's okay because he has solid running backs at the top of the board with CMC and Najee Harris. So he's taking his shot in the dark that A-Chain becomes this great guy. Whereas like I want Khalil, I want some stability in case Javonte Williams is injured, Saquon gets injured. Those are two injury prone people, and then Derrick Henry's my stalwart. All right, I'm up again, right? Shit.
Bro, I clicked outside the draft shit by mistake, and I can't. Oh, here we go. Oh, it loaded back. Never mind. False alarm.
Man. So now we're later in the round. So now it's more so just get guys that you like.
Damn, y'all taking a mile, ain't you?
Yeah, I know. So at this part of the draft, I'm just
Go
gonna
take Sutton, man. You want to take him? Just take him.
I'm just gonna take Cortland Sutton, even though he might be a guy I drop like
they
in 2
took-
weeks.
Cole Kmet. That's what I wanted to. Damn it.
Brian still needs a tight end. His boy Kincaid is at the top of the list there. And I know he likes him, even though he hates the Bills.
I do. But there's enough tight ends later that, like, if I don't get them, I'm okay. What are
your thoughts about Dolchik, or whatever, for the Broncos? Supposedly he's been like the number 2 or whatever.
Yeah, I like him. If I have Judy, which I do in this draft, I'm not taking another Broncos receiver / tight end. That's all. I like to diversify. So I'm gonna go with take the safe pick for now.
Brian went with Geno Smith for his quarterback.
It hurts, but I can't deny the fact that he's got 3 great weapons to go to. He's got a good running back. Offensive line is okay. And he reclaimed his career or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Kenny took Dalton Kincaid. He likes that man. His second quarterback is Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, I was considering Jameson Williams, but this guy is going to be suspended for 6 weeks, and you can't put him in an IR spot. So, he's probably going to be good. He's their home run guy, right?
Yeah, he looks good on the field, bro. I think his thing is he just got to get the off the field stuff. Like he just has to stay locked in. Like he really needs that Alabama structure, and he'll be unstoppable. Because he looked on that field last week, he looked versus the Giants, he looked very good. Like different speed, route running, everything. Man, my roster is nasty.
Is it?
Kenny will never draft and be like, I hate this team.
No,
Yes, I will.
He's got the best team. You guys, come on.
Yes, I will. I say it all the time. In other leagues, I say it all the time. My team sucks.
What we got?
I've
We got
told you
three
that.
I got 3 picks, so I need.
Bro, think about it. My roster is nasty, though.
All right, so this pick is I got handcuffed CMC. I will always handcuff CMC if I can. You have to.
Yeah, I mean Mitchell has standalone value.
That too,
Because
but
He's still gonna get touches.
yeah, but like CMC, if he goes down, Mitchell, he's a good enough back that when he gets all the carries, he's gonna shine.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, so
I'm taking Dobbs here because he's looked good in camp, and at least they like to throw. They got to throw the ball to somebody, and they've been looking to like to throw to him. And I can't get on the Christian Watson bandwagon.
Russell Wilson, Bryce Young, Jared Goff, Mooney.
Mm-hmm. Man. I'm gonna keep going with what I'm doing. No, you know what? I'll do it. I'll take Kyler Murray. He's gonna come back eventually from being injured, and I'll have decisions between him and Justin Fields, and I could pitch one. You got to remember, Kyler, when he was healthy, he is a fantasy star because he doesn't like throwing to his
He's a
players.
me guy.
He's a me guy. He's gonna get his fantasy points. You also got to remember, before he got injured, he was like always drafted top 3, top 5. Coming up, last 2 picks.
So yeah, I'm gonna take my tight end now. Not gonna lie, I was looking at Higbee, but he got taken. I didn't know there was gonna be a run on backup tight ends. I don't think that's gonna really happen in real life. Most people just carry one tight end. So like I said before, I like Dulcich, but I have Judy as a starter. So to diversify, I'm gonna go down the list a little bit. I'm gonna take Mayer.
You don't like Laporta?
So I do, but I know Jimmy G is gonna target his tight end. I don't know if Goff is gonna do that.
Kenny, I like Tank Dell.
I told y'all about him. I've been said that. He's bro. He's
I never
nasty.
disagreed with you. He is so good. Yeah.
God,
He's just-
Right.
He is good.
I think that's going to be the number one.
And then I'm gonna take.
I just depends on CJ Stroud though. That's my only question mark, right? It's not Tank Dell if CJ Stroud makes that step.
I like this CEH pick too because a lot of people leave him for dust, and Kansas City still likes him. You also got to remember he came back from injury last year, and he got injured late in the year, and then never came back from injury. So it's not a big deal.
And the big caveat with him is he's a first rounder. GMs do not like to get off their first rounders. They don't, because if they do, then it makes them look like they were wrong. They picked wrong. So they will give him as many chances as possible to prove that he was a good pick. He was worth it.
All right. Last pick of the round. I'm gonna go. This is a pick that if it doesn't work out, this is how I view my last pick whenever it's like a skill position. It's a guy that I'm gonna hold on my team for maybe 1-2 weeks, tops, and if it doesn't work out or it's not fanning out, I'm just gonna dump them. And this player that I'm taking here is in case Josh Jacobs doesn't show up, Zamir White will be the number one running back for the Raiders.
I like that pick too. I think that's one people that haven't paid attention to.
I just want to point out, if you had asked me a couple days ago if I was stuck taking a tight end that late, I was going to take Mike Gesicki. But unfortunately, he got injured in practice. He sprained his AC joint, and that's not good for a guy like him. It's going to bother him all year. So now I'm out on Gesicki now.
I don't think it's gonna bother him all year, bro.
It is because he doesn't catch the ball to his body like most tight ends. He's an athletic guy. He goes up and grabs it.
Yeah, but the AC joint ain't bad as you think it is.
He's gonna probably have to wear a harness for a few weeks. Like it's gonna slow him down,
bro. The AC joint.
Gronk always wore.
He was a big.
But that's not because of the AC joint, though.
This is gonna turn him into Gronk.
That's because of the rotator cuff.
He's not big enough for Gronk, and no.
He's gonna put on weight.
But I'm saying the AC joint. That's not because of the AC joint. That's because of the rotator cuff. The AC joint, they're just going to put the little pad so he can bring his shoulder back so it just takes off the stress. The AC joint is not as bad as you think. If it was a rotator cuff, I would 100% agree with you.
So he's going to sit there and take hits too against safeties?
Yeah, because
he's going to be going across the middle a lot.
The AC joint is a ligament, bro. So it's not really it's not going to hurt you as you think. I had the injury before and I played with it.
All right.
Grade 2.
I don't think it's going to be good for him. So that's why I didn't take a second.
And if it's that bad, they're going to shoot him up. And he's not going to feel anyway. But I doubt it.
I don't think he's going to play for very much. For
At
a
all?
few weeks. Well, I mean.
Yeah, maybe to heal. Yeah, it takes like 3-4 weeks to heal, like completely. But it can still heal while you're playing. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things like you don't have to do anything and it won't heal. It'll heal. Anyway. So that completes our mock draft, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I wanted to get you guys' take. What do you think about your picks? What you guys' take on your picks?
I mean, I haven't mocked all year, so like, I'm fine with my team.
You said what?
I said I haven't mocked, but I'm fine with my team. I think it was fine.
Yeah, so with my pick, I really don't want to. This year, I do not want to go running back to start the draft. I really want to go receiver in the first round. I really do. And this one, I kind of got stuck because I don't want to take the risk on Cooper Kupp. That's just where I'm at.
I don't know why. He gonna get them damn targets.
No, I agree, but I hate players that start with like soft tissue injuries and then that shit just lingers all year. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be fine.
He's not. He's a different ethnicity, bro. So it's different.
I feel better with that. But
you know what I'm saying?
1.6, I feel better later in the round where I could take him back to back.
If it was a brother, I will 100% agree with you. But with him, they're gonna get all that scar tissue out there. He'll be all right. He gonna stay in the house. He's not going out. He gonna drink all the water, all the coconut milk, everything. If it was a brother, they gonna party. All Hennessy in the hamstrings is over with. It's done. But my roster, bro, is stacked. If I had this roster, I'd be beyond ecstatic. Like, I really like my roster. Like, I feel like I would go to sleep easy in the league if that was actually my roster. Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, and Calvin Ridley. Deontay Johnson, Odell, and then Tank Dell is my sleeper. Dalvin Cook, David Montgomery, Ezekiel Elliott, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like,
I mean, you're thin at running back.
He's always going to be thin.
I know.
How am I thin at running back? I got 4.
If Dalvin Cook gets hurt, your team's going to be hurting.
How do you figure that? You don't know how Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to work out. You don't know if he's going to be number one. You don't know if it's going to be getting number 1 or not. All the guys on my roster can easily be number 1s. They're all splitting. They can easily be number 1s.
Everybody's teams.
Huh?
We can say that about everybody's team.
Not really. Who, bro? CMC number 1. Najee Harris number 1. They're not going to be number 2. They're going to get the primary
I'm saying
touches.
they're always going to be number 1s.
No, I'm saying my guys are like 2 that can go up to number 1. Right? They're going to get touches, but they can go up to number 1.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have that. Your guys, they either getting the ball or they out. Jamal Williams, cool. Etienne, reach. Elijah Mitchell, handcuff. Ricard White, trash. Like Brian, put it this way: if I'm playing you, I'm busting your ass. My team's done this better. You crazy. I'm busting your ass. How can you say no?
Well, I think it's tight ends real weak. Your tight ends real weak, but both of your tight ends are weak. But that's why rookie tight ends are gonna have good weeks, but they're gonna have really big over the course of the year. The last rookie tight end to work was like maybe Pitts, but even him, it was only because he had over 1,000
We're
yards.
not talking about that. I have fucking dogs. Besides Christian McCaffrey on your team, who is your dog? Who?
Najee's not a dog? What are you talking about?
He's a little pup. He ain't a dog. He ain't Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, you tell him that.
He ain't Justin Jefferson. He ain't Jalen Waddle. He ain't Calvin Ridley.
Jalen Waddle is already hurt.
Bro, he's always had soft
Already
tissue
hurt.
joints.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little
You
guy.
can't rely on him.
Look how many
He's
games
just a
he's
boomer
missed.
bust guy, and that's it.
Look how many games he missed. Go look that up.
Yeah,
Go tell me how many games
look
he
how
missed.
many sub-10 games he had.
What do you mean? How many?
Under 10 points?
How many?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay, so don't throw that out there. Don't throw that out there. Last year it wasn't like that. Last year
Waddle has an abdominal injury. He wanted to practice, but they're just playing it safe. It's nothing. Put a flak jacket on.
Brian.
If it was week 1 this week, he'd be starting.
Didn't Ryan hear what Brian said? He said, how many sub-10 point games did he have? What? Stop it, bro.
He had 5 games that he was under 10. He had 2 additional ones that he was at 10.
Okay.
So that's mediocre. You need more consistency out of a guy that you're taking that high.
So if you're saying that, go pull up Chris Olave. Go pull up Jerry Jeudy. Go pull up Terry McLaurin.
Chris Olave is in a different environment now. He's got a different quarterback.
No.
It's a different scenario now.
Go pull up Jerry Jeudy. Go pull up Terry McLaurin. Since you want to do all
yeah,
that.
but which of those games was without Tua?
A lot of them.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, those are different
every game
situations.
he was Tua was in there. He was snapping.
I mean, week 4, week 5, 13, 14, 17 were the ones that were sub-10. So a little bit here and there.
17 is what? Championship? That's not good.
Nope.
I like Waddle a lot.
I'm busting your ass. That's it. Guess what? You know how I say it's bigger than yours. My team is better than yours. That's it, Brian. My team's better than yours. And if I played against,
you know what? Hey, it's a good thing that
if I played against Ryan, I'm busting
teams, right?
I'm busting Ryan's ass too.
We're gonna best ball these lineups. We're gonna best ball this. Okay, so basically, we're just gonna take the best scores every week on these teams and write them down and see who wins at the end of the year.
All right, too easy. Because I'm telling you right now, Ryan, your lineup is ass. Oh my gosh, you're like what? I was talking about Brian. I need to get on your case. Your lineup is ass. Besides Saquon and Derrick Henry, DK Metcalf, we'll see. Amari Cooper, I like him. Justin Fields.
Okay, that's literally my first 4 picks that you were all like, and then the rest is
Devontae Williams, no. Khalil Herbert, no. Cortland Sutton, no. Romeo Dobbs, no. Samuel White, no. Zay Flowers,
I'll convert
question
this
mark.
thing to a league right now.
Question mark. The fuck? Question mark. Trash. I'm talking about Brian. Brian team will whoop your ass. Easy. Your team trash.
Just put the vote out there. Put it on Instagram. See what everyone else thinks.
I'm not on Instagram, so.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
I'm not, bro.
Bro, Kenny, you're in a new environment.
Yes, I am.
He was too loud in that other room.
Yeah. You didn't want to get shut.
You better get your ass downstairs.
I'm in a new environment. So,
are you in the basement?
No, I am in the living room. I would show you guys around, but I don't need anybody trying to figure out where I stay.
Next week he'll be in like the utility room, like next to the water.
A broom and a mop.
Yeah.
Anyway, But
Kenny, that was disrespectful to what you said about my team.
your team's ass, bro. Sorry.
Get the fuck
I
out
know
of
I know this is not your real roster, so I'm not even gonna give you a hard time about it. But that team's ass. Like if you come in week to week with that team, trust me, no sleep loss at all.
It's gonna be great, man. Another year with Kenny being wrong again. It's just gonna be great.
Okay. Now we're done. Guys, thank you for everything you're doing. We're gonna because that's not true, bro. I'm winning, and of the 7 leagues I'm winning 6 of them. 6.
Kenny, you're in 6.
No, I'm
Look at
7.
that, dude. 7.
Yeah.
I think last year you were like in 3, or like you've
Yeah,
progressively
4.
gotten more and more.
I'm
We've
actually
created a monster.
Yeah, I'm actually. Let me see. I'm in. We're in 2 leagues together. We're in 2 leagues together.
Yeah.
I'm in a dynasty league now.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, I'm upgrading. And a dynasty league, that's a cash league. I'm in 1 league, then 5. So yeah, I'm in 7. I'm in 7.
I got 8 leagues.
So I'm working my way up, y'all.
Not to one up you, but
I
Ryan's
don't
probably
even
in
know.
about 13.
Yeah,
No,
he's in 42.
1, 2. I'm in a lot of leagues with you, Brian. So shut up.
Yeah, that's true. We're in
1,
4
2,
leagues
3,
together.
4,
5 leagues together.
5,
6 leagues together.
6, 7. Did you just say 7 leagues?
We're in 6 leagues together.
And you have 7?
I have 8.
Oh, okay. So we're in literally 2 leagues that are not together.
Wait, no. We're in all but 1 together. We're in 7 leagues together.
Yeah,
The
I
only
got
one that we're not in
2,
together is the one I have with my main people.
Yeah, I have 7 in Sleeper.
Damn.
And 1 in ESPN.
I have 6 in Sleeper, 1 in ESPN,
And 1 in
1
Yahoo.
in Yahoo.
I forgot about the Yahoo one. I have 2 in Yahoo,
Oh boy.
1 in ESPN, 1 in NFL, 2 in Sleeper, 1 in Dynasty.
That's 7.
Where's your
Yes, I'm
dynasty at? Sleeper?
I don't know.
You're doing well.
No, we haven't started yet. So
You haven't even drafted yet? Oh,
no, we start drafting next week.
Yeah,
I
I
be
have,
like
I
our
have
dynasty
9.
league and draft in June.
So
Wait, you're doing a startup?
startup
Like you're
dynasty.
starting up dynasty?
Yeah.
So are you drafting and then doing a rookie draft after, or are you doing rookies and everything all together?
Everything all together. All 28, whatever.
28 players? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite the doozy.
It's you gotta I know, Kenny, you're not gonna like this unless you want to win the first year. I sold out and won my year
I don't
one.
care about you winning year 1. I just want to make sure my team is stacked for the following year. So I'm looking at a lot of the rookies. So yeah,
Okay, yeah. You better start looking at Bijan as much as
No.
you hate him.
he's trash. I would not pick him up. He's trash.
Yeah, in a dynasty league, it's different. I would
Bro.
take Bijan very high.
I just watched him today I just watched college football games today, this afternoon, 2 of them, Texas games, and I was like, he's good, but people being on the hype train. On there was like, he might be one of the top backs taken next year. Might be. And now he's a top back taken. It's overshot. Anyway, let me not take too much more time. That's it.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right.
Anyway, guys, we appreciate your time. Episode 100. We appreciate your support, the love. Everybody that's tapping in over the years. We can say that now. I hope you guys like the mock draft. Good luck in your drafts. I know they're starting to pick up next week and the week after. Be like me and choose a bum ass roster. Don't be like Ryan and choose a bum ass roster.
Hey, we're off next week.
We're off next week.
Unless we're gonna record on like Friday.
All right, so we're off next week, guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks, right before the season starts. College
predictions.
season predictions will come there. College football will start. So yeah, we'll see you guys. Peace. Be safe.
Later.
Peace.